Hey, happy Friday the 13th, everybody. As we're getting close to Christmas, people are really starting to think more about the new year and how they're going to treat their bodies, and New Year's resolutions as they're stuffing their faces. And one of the things I get asked all the time is about coffee. What can I have in my coffee? And if you have dairy sensitivities, this can pose to be a little bit of a challenge. But I just wanted to show you a really quick, easy way to make what's called bulletproof coffee or a fat coffee, and would be a dairy-free version. Now, the first thing I think about with dairy-free is coconut milk. When you're doing keto, coconut milk can be one of the best things to have in the house. It's inexpensive. It can be used for just about everything in place of milk. And you want the unsweetened version and you want the full fat version. Now, when you take coconut milk out of the can, it's usually separated. So I'm not going to open this can, but what I normally do is I will go ahead and make up a whole batch if I'm going to be doing a fat coffee. So I just have it ready and ready to go ahead of time. Now you're welcome to go purchase products that are already made. This isn't called bulletproof coffee, but it's the same thing. And all it is grass-fed ghee and coconut oil and MCT oil with a little bit of sweet vanilla in there. This is keto friendly. It's really good and very expensive too. I want to say this particular bottle probably runs about $15 or so on Amazon. Now, if you're unlike me and only use 1 cup of coffee at a time, good for you. But I usually do 5 big cups of coffee is my coffee. So this bottle for me would literally last, like 2 days. And this is a meal for me. I mean, when I have my coffee, it is literally a meal. So this is an option. You can also just go ahead and buy, like this is a blend of coconut oil and ghee butter. This is really good. This is a company, I believe they're out of Nebraska, but they have some of the best oil blends I think I've ever had. I've had this now for going on 2 years. So you can see a big tub like this will last, but I use it for a lot of different things and it has extremely good flavor, very stable shelf life as well. Really like the Prove It MCT oil. If you're new to MCT oils, you do have to be careful because they enter the small intestine very fast and can give you some nausea, bloating, and diarrhea. So I usually recommend people start off with only half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of MCT oils if you're not used to having them. And usually within about a week, you're not going to have as much issues. This particular brand of MCT oil, you can text me. I can send you the link for this particular brand. It's pretty spendy, but I got to tell you, it is probably one of the best MCT oils I have ever had. Some of the other MCT oils are made a little cheaper, and of course, they're not giving you all of the different benefits of the MCT oil. And again, they're a little hard on the stomach. This is actually the bulletproof MCT oils. I've used this. This works really good too. Also pretty expensive little bottle of MCT oil, but it does work really, really well. So if you're going to make a bulletproof coffee, you're going to take 1 teaspoon or a tablespoon, if you're up to that, of the MCT oil. You're going to take a tablespoon of the coconut ghee or just ghee, or you can use butter too if you'd like. Ghee doesn't have some of the allergens that butter still has in there. So that's why people prefer ghee if they are completely dairy-free. And then what I do is I would take the coconut milk and I would mix it all up in my little bullet mixer here, mix all that up, and I would make up a whole batch of that ahead of time. And then I have that, and I just put that in the refrigerator. and when I need a couple of tablespoons. And you definitely want to be able to measure your fats when you're putting them in your coffee, because they're pretty calorie dense. And it's not so much the calories, remember. You want to get in your good fat, but you also don't want to overdo it, especially if you're in a stage where you're on an intense weight loss macro schedule. So that's pretty much it. You mix your coffee in. You can put it in the Magic Bullet then when the coffee's nice and hot. The other option, let me dig through my drawer here, is one of these little numbers, and I'd have to find the thing. But this is just one of those Cuisinart stick blenders, and you would just put it right into your coffee and blend it up. Whenever you're making a fat coffee or a bulletproof coffee, you definitely want to blend it. It makes it nice and creamy, really gives you a good texture, a good flavor. You don't even really need anything else in there, but if you're a flavor junkie, especially if you're used to having things like creamers in your coffee, I would definitely recommend any of the Monin syrups. Now these syrups will run you only about $8, $10 online with shipping. These are sugar-free syrups. They come in chocolate, vanilla, Irish cream. This one's blackberry. Really good flavors, but they're made with erythritol instead of a maltose or a maltodextrin. So actually a really good flavor profile. They're very sweet, very concentrated. A bottle like this will last you forever, and it's a lot cheaper when you're looking at buying a latte at Starbucks. Plus, then you actually know what is going into your coffee. So this is a great alternative if you're looking for a dairy-free bulletproof coffee. All right, happy trails, everyone. Have a good day.